Hello everyone, hello ICP League. Thanks for having us today and giving us the opportunity to talk about Mokoto School. My name is Seb, I'm 22, I live in France and I'm an enthusiastic Internet Computer community member. And I'm currently building Mokoto School. So I think if I want to explain the motivations behind the project, I need to explain a bit about myself and my background. So I first thought about the Internet Computer in February of this year. And I immediately got fascinated by the technology, especially around public internet services. Because of the way I see society, I think one of the great problems is how people and organizations relate. And I think with public internet services and decentralized organization, we can greatly improve that and maybe solve some of the future challenges we might encounter. So I was interested in that idea of public internet services. And so after, I think, 2 or 3 weeks reading the documentation of the Internet Computer website, it was clear for me I wanted to build something on this platform. But the problem is that I had no prior development experience. And by the way, I have a record for that. I tweeted back then, I'm going to start learning Motoko. And yeah, I started to learn Motoko. I started trying to build on the Internet Computer. But I quickly realized that it was really way harder than what I thought it was going to be, because Motoko was clearly not enough to develop on the Internet Computer. It's a good start, but you need, of course, many other like web development knowledge in general to develop on the Internet Computer. And so what I was looking for was a place to connect with people like me and maybe give some advice. So I've talked with some community members and they gave me good advice, but the problem is that I wanted like a general place, a general community. And so I thought if I'm in that situation, I'm probably not alone, and probably other people will follow this path. And I realized that we had an opportunity to build something while learning. So that's really cool. And that was the original idea behind Mokoto School. It was a place for total beginners that want to develop on the Internet Computer to cooperate and share their project, share their achievements. And yeah, because when you are learning, one thing that is really cool is sharing your progress with other people. And I wanted some place for people to go and share their project and give some advice on general knowledge to have or things that matters or not. And so that was the original idea behind Mokoto School, and I started a Twitter account. And so at the beginning, I wasn't able to give much value to the community. I was just retweeting some infos. I was giving advice. I was planning some meetings between developers and things like that. But it was really basic. And I think the project really started to take shape when Steve contacted me on Twitter. And he contacted me and he started to share some content, share some information about Mokoto School and the idea behind it. And I hadn't tell him anything, he did it on its own. And so I thought it was really amazing. And so we talked, we had a conversation, and I saw that he was as excited as I was about the project. And so it really started to make sense, because it meant that first, I wasn't crazy, like the idea had potential. And second, it really changed how I see the school, because now I'm just a Mokoto School teacher and Steve is also a Mokoto School teacher. And the project is more than just my idea or something personal. And that really interests me in the context of public internet services. So we make a plan, we make a roadmap. We made a plan, we made a roadmap, and we applied for a grant, and our grant got accepted. And so since then, we have been working on a website. We are also working on content to help people. And so today I want to share with you what the first version of Mokoto School is going to be. And I have some alpha footage to show you. Okay, welcome to the school. So Mokoto School is an attempt to create a public school on the Internet Computer and to reinvent education and learning on the IC. Our project is at the frontier between a platform and a community. And the goal is to incentivize people to learn and create resources within the Internet Computer ecosystem. So the content is not limited to Motoko. I want to be clear about that. We choose Motoko because we choose Motoko School as a name because we love the logo and we love the spirit of Motoko, which is the beginner-friendly language for the Internet Computer. But we are not limited to Motoko resources. We want to focus on everything IC related. So the goal is to have a community of people and engage them with the platform. Teachers and students are rewarded for whatever they do. So they are rewarded for creating content or consuming content and learning about the Internet Computer. They are rewarded with points, and it will probably be a token later. And for that, we think that gamification is one way to go. So quests are missions that will take place on the Internet Computer. Those missions will involve different Internet Computer application or different services. And the goal is to discover the community and discover the ecosystem. For each quest, there will be winners and prizes to get at the end. And also the quest will have direct impact on the Mokoto School dashboard, which means that anything that is realized during the quest will be taken into account for real, and you will climb the ladder of the Mokoto School. And so the first time this concept was explored on GIC was during the first Discover Hackathon on the Internet Computer, with the game that I'm gonna talk about in a few minutes. The game is called Welcome into the Metaverse, and there was into the game a mission called Open the Locker. And so you had to find different clues inside the game to try to open the locker. And the locker is on the Internet Computer. It's a canister in itself. And there was one ICP locked inside. So there was something locked inside that would grant you access to one ICP. And that was the first quest that ever took place on the Internet Computer. Okay, so let's talk about Welcome into the Metaverse. First, if you want to find the game and play it, it's on the Definity website section. So you need to go into Explore the Internet Computer ecosystem, and it's in the section for games. So Welcome into the Metaverse was made for the first Discover Hackathon that took place on the Internet Computer. And the goal was to come up with a concept of what could the Metaverse look like on the Internet Computer. So I wanted to connect the community members, and I also wanted to connect different Internet Computer application inside my game. So I'm gonna explain everything. Basically, it's just a game in which you are in a city and you need to talk with people, discover quests, and just the principle of the game is to explore and discover things on your own. Okay, before playing the game, I just want to show you one thing, and this is this website. So it's a Metaverse form, and here you can join the Metaverse and like register your character, and it will be displayed into the game. And so I think 2 weeks before submitting the game for the Discover Hackathon, I've created this website and I've asked the community members to register and help me with the game. So thanks to everyone who did it. And they can create their character, so with their name, choose an avatar, and write a message that will be displayed into the game. And so let me show you how it looks like. So go here and launch the game. And so basically every time the game is loaded, there is a canister that is associated with the data of all those people. And the data is being loaded and it randomly selects 10 people from the community. So everyone has a chance to get displayed into the Metaverse. And we can talk with people. And so this is Lisa from Vietnam. That's really cool. I love every time there are new messages. Miziji 2018, and this is Chinese. I don't understand, but
you probably you probably got it. Sakura. And yeah, that's really cool because I've played the game a number of times and I haven't checked all the messages. So every time you have new people and a new experience, I would say. The one. What else? Kevin, I think we wouldn't have saunas if we lived on the sun. Yeah, that's one of my favorite message. That's true. So that's part of the game, and that's the first quest. That's part of the first quest, which is to discover the community. And you also have community members inside this building. You can go here, and here you have well-known community members. I would say developers. If you go here and you talk, every time you have a new developer, and this is someone building photograph and doing some podcasts like the Jones. So I think some of you might know who it is. Mokoto School will be awesome. And welcome to the Mokoto School. My name is Steve, and I will be your teacher for today. So yeah, that's for Steve. And yeah, so basically, I've talked about that earlier, but I want to connect Mokoto School and the Metaverse. And I think it will go first with the quest. So I've presented that, and the quest will be a mission that will take place into the Metaverse. So probably into a new version of this game, but also I wanna use other Internet Computer application and other games. And so those quests will take place, and they will have an impact on your ranking on the Mokoto School, and they will give you some privilege if you are successful enough to succeed the quest. So that's it for the community.
Okay, the second mission is to write on the wall, and so I explained that a bit in the About section. And there is a wall, so if you click here, it will open a new tab, so this one, and it's a whale of fame, so that's me. And here you have different messages. It's a wall for the history of the Internet Computer. And so that was one of the first projects I made back then. And I wanted to use this project inside my new project. So this is a canister, it's running on the Internet Computer, and the thing that is interesting is that it could have been made by someone else, and if the API was public and open, I could have used them. I could have used it and use it into my game, like I've done for this session. So you can go here, you need to be in the game section. You go here, should you try to write on this wall? Yes, you should. Hello everyone, you need to sign your message. Is it me or it was more than just a simple blackboard? And if you go to the Wheel of Fame, you go to the read section, you refresh. Yeah, I've tried to record this video a number of times. Hello everyone, and yeah, and so that's just the wall, that's just a simple message that is being sent to another canister. But I think this is really interesting, and it opens a new room of possibilities, and that's what the Internet Computer is about, I think. And this possibility is like, imagine an object on a game is connected to some service on the Internet Computer, and like you can directly interact with other social networks, other applications on the Internet Computer while you are playing a game or doing something else on the Internet Computer, and that's really amazing. So that's it for the second mission. Okay, let's move to the third mission, which is play Mokoto Runner. And for that, you need to go to the computer that is here. And if you go to credits, you can see that Mokoto Runner is a game that was made by Lucas Montero, which is a community member as well. And this game was made for the Discover Hackathon. And he gave his permission to include this game into the Metaverse. And so you can go here and play from the Metaverse. And I think this is something we are going to see as well. Play a game inside another game is something that has a lot of potential, I think. And you can see that my iScore is getting recorded, which is really cool. And by the way, Mokoto Runner is a really good game. You should try it. Okay, next mission. So the next mission is to find the ghost, which is just here. We can interact with the ghosts.
and it's a ghost in the shell. So ghost in the shell is a reference to some well-known figure of the Internet Computer ecosystem. And so once we've talked with the ghost, he's gonna hide himself into the metaverse, and you need to find him. So I'm not going to spoil, I'm not going to show you where the ghost is, but basically you need to find him, and once you find him, it opens the possibility of the last quest. Okay, so let me try to explain the last quest. It's called Open the Locker, and that's something I'm really excited about. It's a competitive mission on the Internet Computer. And so this mission starts here. If you go here, there is a locker, and there seems to be one ICP inside this locker. How can you open this locker? And for that, you can go to the About section, and it explains Open the Locker and become a hero forever. So if you click here, it will open a new website, and it's a new canister again, a new application. And here you have a locker with 4 codes. So far there have been more than 500 trials and only 3 winners. So our champion is Bob, so Bob Bobili, a member of the community, and he opened the locker first, so that's a huge achievement. And so there will be only the 10 first people to ever open the locker that will be displayed here. So there are still rooms, there are still 7 places, and here we can see the last trials. And so basically, you have 4 codes, and those codes are hidden in the metaverse, and you need to explore this game and the rest of the metaverse to find the codes. And so in the future, I'm planning to make more quests like that, maybe organize things better, because a lot of people didn't understand the concept, and they were a bit surprised, I think. But I'm gonna work on implementing everything in a better way and in a simple way. And yeah, I really want to implement those quests with the Mokoto School. I think it will make a lot of sense, especially if the quest can learn you something, can teach you something about the Internet Computer.